Actually, I'm not over the disrespect that y'all had on the name of Jennifer Lopez the other day. Cats were insinuating that Ashanti was more attractive, and it's such a besmirch on the name.
Upper
So
smirch.
I just wanted to make it known, make it clear that that won't be had here. That won't be had here.
This is how we starting the cat.
This how that won't be had here.
You say
How you gonna choke a legend?
So what you saying, cat? So what you saying, cat?
That's true.
I said what I said. J-Lo over Ashanti. Clearly, that's all I'm saying.
Listen, all I'm saying is,
as of today,
As of what? As of
right.
musically?
All I'm saying is, all I'm saying
99 to the
is,
2000.
in year 20, you gonna take KD over Kobe. That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
No.
who was better? Who was better?
No, I would not.
Hey, yo,
You would. Who was
better
better all time?
an air horn or a shot for that line right there. That's an air
That's
horn.
all
shot
I'm
right
saying.
there.
All I'm saying is there's a
I'm
difference
not
between
doing any
who's
of that.
better all time
Oh.
and who's better right now.
I guess we won't spend too much more
You
time
know?
on it. We spent enough time. But no, I just had to make it clear.
You brought up the conversation. I mean,
No, I just had to make it clear. I don't care to debate it anymore.
We don't want to debate it.
Right, you know.
Get it off your chest, Cap.
I guess we'll get it going.
I just want to throw it out. You know, Mike was still in the league when Kobe was winning championships. Just throwing it out there.
He's making some good facts, by the way.
He was still there.
While it may be a nice metaphor, it may sound cool, it does not applicable to this situation. I have to go into details. It's a cool metaphor. It is a great metaphor, very profound, but it's not applicable here because she's still shooting in the gym with success. What are you saying to me?
Listen, Mike was still
like
putting
people.
up 20. Mike was still putting up 20.
It's your Captain Sands, a.k.a. Captain Cape at the Cape with the cape out. That's where I was. To me.
Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy, Dami G, a.k.a. Mr. Vibes. Today, Purple Vibes. You know, we chilling.
I'm more lavender than purple, but
Different.
What it is, people, is your boy LD Wade, aka Groovy Hugh, out here just chilling. You know how it is.
You say Goofy Hugh?
I said Groovy Hugh. Come on, man.
Groovy Hugh. Oh, my bad. I really thought you said Groovy. I was confused.
Oh, man.
My bad.
Big shots.
What's crack-lacking, people? It's your boy Block, a.k.a. Big Stepper. Oh,
I respect it.
That really stole the crack-a-lagging. Yikes. Web D.
I'm paying homage. I'm keeping Web D fresh in the minds of the listeners.
Cat paying homage. Catori Lance, basically.
Never.
Wow.
Never. I'm tall and not balding. Never.
He said I felt it.
Shout out to Web D. Still on paternity leave. We have consulted with HR. We have told Web D that he must return by next week, or will be relinquishing some of his benefits, relinquishing some of his passwords to the detrimental password accounts. So Web D will be back with us soon, but he's still on paternity leave. And shout out to the Dawsons one more time. Shout out to the listeners, shout out to the viewers, shout out to the people who follow us on IG, our friends on Facebook, our subscribers on YouTube. We appreciate you all. If you're new to the Detrimental Podcast, make sure you like, share, subscribe. If you've been here for a long time, make sure you do the same thing. Tell a friend to tell a friend by Detrimental Podcast, and continue to come again and again and again. Now,
thank you.
Absolutely. Playlist this week will be regular songs. I've been interested in really some new music. I've been in my R&B bag. I feel like there's good R&B out again. So I'm gonna see. I'm not gonna do a full R&B list by any means, but I'm excited to do some 2020. I'm trying to do like a regular playlist where I can put some new shit on there because I've been, you know what I mean. I've been feeling I've been feeling pretty groovy myself. I've been feeling real smooth. You know what with age.
I respect it. I respect it.
Can't step into the down lane. I gotta see this now. That's what it is.
I like it. I ain't mad at
This
it. I
is
I've
a
been
like it.
feeling real
subliminal shot.
refined.
Subliminal shot to Dom's R&B status. Oh,
No
I'm
shots. Only.
I'm starting no controversy. I am.
Nah, my little sister put me on to some new music that I actually like, which is rare that I like new music. So I'm gonna throw some of that on a playlist. Shout out to my youngest sister Raquel. Uh, there's not a whole lot to get to today, so we're gonna have some fun. I feel like we have a decent amount on the agenda, but nothing super pressing. So we're gonna have a good amount of time here. Good fun here today. Hope y'all are around for the ride. Quick recap. As I said, I celebrated my birthday on Friday. That was a good time. I frolicked. I
One
had a
more
good time.
time.
Yo,
Happy birthday,
happy
Cap.
birthday. Happy
Right.
birthday,
I
Happy
Cap.
frolicked.
birthday.
I
My guy was
frolicked.
on a
We should.
boat. My guy was
I
living
was.
his life.
I was on a ferry.
Living his life. I respect it,
I was on
bro.
a ferry.
She
Y'all
said
should
boat. Don't
frolic
say
more
ferry.
often. It's a good time.
You were in the wilderness. Like what was that like?
Yeah. Um. That's the only thing out there is wilderness and water. So you're gonna be by one or the other out there. So that's basically what that was. Little bike trail. Got my Lance on.
No.
Shout out to me. But it's essentially a mob is a frolic at the same time. Like when we mob, we are frolicking.
Oh,
It's
absolutely.
basically
This is
Every
true.
time.
This is true.
to move about
That's
cheerfully.
true.
What is a mob if not a cheerful move about? You know what I mean? So
Yeah, basically.
we must all frolic together again soon.
Dictionary.com
How
Absolutely.
was
about
your
to
weekend
death.
though? How was your weekend though? Straight?
Yeah, man, the weekend was cool. I went to my little cousin's birthday party. He turned 5. So, shout out to little Reggie. Shout out to my cousin, Nephi. Shout out to my cousin Reg as well. And it's a good time.
Good times. Anybody anybody else celebrate anything this weekend? Do anything fun? Just work, sleep? Anything to report to the
Just
people?
relax, bro. That's it. Just a
Shout out to
relaxing weekend.
relaxation. Nothing wrong with that.
It was a nice weekend, so you just gotta
I
take in the sun.
I had I had Portuguese food for the first time this weekend, and
Oh.
that was exciting. Just to
Interesting.
get my
What's a
global
Portuguese
cuisine.
slab?
Hey,
What's a
bro,
Portuguese slab? What is it?
it
Pierogies?
was
Is that
no
Portuguese?
that no, that's like Polish, but it was like
Whoops.
I'm not even gonna try to butcher it out of respect to the Portuguese people. What the name of the dish was, but it was like beef, pork, and sausage all mixed together with like potatoes and whatnot. It was really good. I enjoyed it.
Shout out to the
Got to get your
Portuguese slab.
right. Got to get your international
Right.
flavors from many lanes.
I respect that.
I do. I see you.
I
I
Cat
see
respect
Pitbull.
you.
Mr. Worldwide.
That's
In other news, Anthony Edwards dropped bars. I thought they were good bars. I hope it was actually pretty good. I just wanted to say he dropped some quick bars. It sounded pretty good. Hopefully he keeps his focus on basketball as well and doesn't try to be a rapper like every other rapper.
You mean like
Right.
Dame Dollars?
I don't want to. I mean, it's not
Dame
just
Dollars.
Dame Dollar is good too.
Yeah,
I
no,
just don't want his rapping to be a detriment to his basketball.
I mean,
I
Not
don't
saying
think.
it will.
Yeah, no, I get it, but no, it hasn't.
I'm
right?
not saying it will.
He dropped
But
the
it was
album and dropped
bars.
50. He dropped the album and dropped 50, so you gotta respect that. So, hey.
Got to.
Not around.
Other news: the Olympics has started. The Tokyo Olympic Games 2020 has begun. Did y'all check out any of that? Did y'all see the opening ceremony? That was pretty dope.
No, I didn't see any.
You gotta watch
I
the
didn't see
opening
it.
ceremony.
I will.
You gotta watch it. It's the best
Alright.
part. They had 1,800 drones. It was nighttime. At 1,800 drones with lights on them, like flying in unison over the stadium, and they formed a globe with like the countries on it. You gotta look. You gotta check it out. It was pretty dope. The Olympic ceremony has started, and we'll get more into the Olympics later. And other final recap. Just FYI, we don't got to spend too much time on it. It's actually pretty interesting. But the NFL said that teams will forfeit games if the COVID protocols aren't met, which I think is interesting. Like last year, they were postponing games and moving games, and now it's like, yo, if y'all break COVID, y'all just gonna take the L. So I thought that was pretty interesting. What y'all think about that, real quick?
So for me, that I feel like they force NBA players to do it. I believe, and they're gonna force the NFL. It's gonna be regular. It's gonna become a regular thing,
They
and
didn't
every
lose.
sport is
They
gonna.
didn't lose the game though, right? In the NBA, did they forfeit the game?
No,
If you,
Nah, it wasn't. No, it wasn't to that. It
no.
was just that they couldn't. I don't know if they couldn't play or they couldn't like be there or something like that.
They was never in the stadium. I know that for a fact.
Yeah.
If you had contractor,
COVID.
if you
Yeah.
haven't had it, have it. You had to have it, I believe.
And they all wanted to
Low
play,
key,
so they
low key,
all
this
got
is
Right?
it.
low key. It's a big move because like the NFL big business. Like there aren't as many NFL games as there are NBA games. Like
right, yeah,
and
yeah.
True.
That's
No, that's
gonna
especially
very
if
like
it's
true.
like a
severely
prime.
impact the season.
Uh, right, like imagine if it's like the Sunday night game. Like you can't really, you know what I mean? Like there's not a lot of
Yeah.
flexibility with that. Like
Yeah.
if you mess up
Well,
the Sunday night game, you just got 4 hours of TV with nothing on it. Like
Mm.
I love Raymond
and it's
reruns.
gonna right, and that's gonna
I
mess up
mean,
the fantasy money. Like that's big
Bro,
business right there.
I'm coming for the chip this year. Forget everything else you're talking about. Come for the chip this year. Just know.
You
Just make sure
listen.
you keep the dust
All
off my belt because it will be mine soon.
all I'm gonna say about the chip is you know where to find it.
I do. I do. Just
That's
Wow.
make
all.
sure you
That's all I'm gonna say about it. That's all I'm gonna
keep it
say about it.
clean.
That's
Make
all
sure
I'm
it's
gonna
well
say
done.
about it.
Make sure it's well
Listen, I'm
dusted when you pass it out. You know what I mean?
hey, listen, I'm looking at it right now. It's right over there.
Listen, you take in these memories as they will be all you have left.
okay, ladies.
Listen,
Okay,
that's
Jesus.
that's cute. That's fine. You know, there's only one person on this podcast that has never won the chip in fantasy football.
One quick round of applause for that great all-time loser, which happens to be Hugh. Anywho, let's move. Let's actually begin
Fuck
here.
you.
A lot of a lot of shenanigans.
Yeah.
A lot of
Yo,
shenanigans.
I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm just gonna sit back and wait for my year to come. And then when it comes,
Oh my!
you all know.
I
You
do
all
not want to
know.
see that. I do
You
not
all
want to see that
know.
year.
I'm just gonna say, I remember all of this.
Never,
I'm
All right,
dreading that
never,
day.
all right. I remember all of this.
never.
I'm
I know. As long
dreading
as you're
that day.
commissioner, a lot of things won't happen, huh?
Well, I'm not commissioned. You talking about rolling?
Yeah, I'm looking right at him. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, definitely
Hey,
Collusion,
listen,
collusion going on.
collusion.
But
listen.
speaking of collusion, Jay Z and Hove, Jay Z and Kanye are back together. Kanye is actually back around with a new album, so I want to know if y'all are around. Are you around? Are you around? Are you around? Are you around? So Kanye West had a huge listening party, probably the biggest listening party I've ever seen, at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta for his album Donda, which is his mom's name. Uh,
Donna. Is it Donna? Is
Donda.
it Don?
It's Donda.
No,
Donda.
it's Donda.
Oh
It's
wow. Okay. All
Donda.
right.
Put some respect on it. Look it up.
I'm just
Uh,
asking.
he had the listening party
You know,
on Thursday night.
you know how people might pronounce it different. That's what I asked. Like, that's stuff. Just go ahead.
Had the listening party on Thursday night. I think the album was supposed to come out on July 23rd, and it was live streamed. So if you watched it, you heard it. So what I want to know is if you listened to any of it, are you around after having heard it? We'll get into the fact that it didn't come out yet. But
Yeah.
if you heard it, are you around or do you even want to listen to it? Because we've said a lot about Kanye over the years. He's he's hard to love sometimes. You know what I mean? Interesting character. So I'm
Absolutely.
curious where you stand on this album. Are you looking forward to it? Dami G, talk to
All
me.
right. So honestly, I only heard Ho's verse on his track or whatever, his little verse or his part of his verse, and yo, I'm around.
Yeah.
So after hearing that, I'm around, but I don't know if everything else was kind of like that. You know what I mean? So I don't know what to expect from Kanye because he could do anything. You know what I mean? So,
But you are like,
but I'm around for the
let's say
album.
even without the whole verse, yeah, you'd be around for the album.
Yeah, absolutely, because it's Kanye. You have to. Well, I feel like you have to because it's Kanye. Or at least give it a listen.
You do. Hugh, what you think?
I mean, yeah, I'm definitely taking a listen. Like Dom said, it is Kanye. I ain't got. You can't take away from his musical genius because he did drop a lot of dope ass albums back in the day. Even though some of his
He did.
recent, it's still
That
questionable.
classic.
Yeah, classics, and some of his recent are kind of questionable. I mean, I kind of fucked with Ye a little bit. I did. I kind of fucked with Ye, but I'm just. I want to see what it's gonna be. Is it gonna be like another one of them 7-song albums that he always been preaching about, or is it gonna be like we're gonna get
I
like a
didn't even
full
check.
length? Right. If it's gonna be a full
I
length
think
thing,
it's
right?
full length. I think I at least saw like at least 10 tracks,
Right.
maybe.
What else is also like
Okay.
yeah, we already know Hove on it, but like the other features is also what makes the
There's
album great.
like Lil Baby, I think.
Well, you already know that's a given.
Let's
He's
see.
on every he
Watch
did
the
on.
Throne
A couple of
2.
new cats, basically. I'm not really around for the features, to be honest. It's a bunch
I
of new
kind
cats.
I kind of am because you got to be in an album like this you want to think how Ye's gonna do this because in his recent in his Sunday services days he probably want to bring that back. So you think I want to how would you want to hear most of these rappers now? Are they gonna be on some Sunday service? Are they gonna be on some them? You know what I mean? Like
Right.
how is this album gonna be constructed? And again, this is Kanye, so he is his musical genius. So I don't want to get too in depth.
Block, are you around?
Well, first off,
Did you hear anything?
0% of I've heard 0% of this album, and I am 100% around to listen to it though. Like, yeah, Kanye is like a culture shifter. Like, you gotta at least give it a shot.
Hmm.
Like, if it's horrible, it'll be horrible. But you know what I mean. You gotta at least see what's going on there,
Right.
and you gotta
Right.
throw in the fact that he's shaking that Kardashian off him, and
He is.
He is.
Kanye posts breakups or post traumatic event like that's when you get the
Uh,
808s. That's when you get the dark, beautiful, twisted fantasies. Like, you know what I mean? Like
Mm.
Hall
Mm.
of Fame music.
Kanye
Yeah,
going through
absolutely.
some shit is when the music is top notch. So
I hate to
I
see it, but I
my
love to hear it.
I mean, you see
right,
him.
like I don't I
They
don't
say
want
I'm with
he's.
you, Cat.
I don't want him to
I'm with
go
you,
through
Cat.
bad things to give me good music, but that's just
I
kind of
mean,
how
if
it
that's the
works
way it has
out.
to be.
I mean, you got to
Right,
go through
that's
it to do some
just
things like that, though. Because look at him. They say he's still in the stadium right now. He's been living in the stadium making music. That
Well,
you
see, let's get to
right.
what
that. Let's get to
what?
that. The fact that
That's
he's still
crazy.
in the stadium, meaning the album didn't come out. Was anybody else continuing to check Apple Music for the album to come out? Because I was hyped.
Absolutely.
I thought I was pretty special that Kanye's album was coming out on my birthday. I was like, oh, this everybody's talking great about it. I was ready to put it on as soon as I woke up on the drive to the Cape, ready to bump. And I checked every 20 minutes and it was not there.
Mm. Same.
But
I
He
did the
got me
same
again.
exact
He got
thing.
me again.
but
He got me
technically,
again.
Exact thing.
Right.
He got us
depending on
again.
depending on when
Us,
he
yeah.
actually, the way I say it, depending on when he actually did that whole thing at the stadium was when the album actually dropped. So if you ain't listened to them, then you missed it. That's how I took it when I missed it. I was like, oh, all right. So he's not really dropping a
What if
physical album.
Well, he
He
didn't
just
release it though.
I'm
Technically, yeah,
saying.
what
technically that's
if
No,
true.
that's
That's why I
that's
said if
how
anybody.
that's what I'm saying. That's how I saw it.
I didn't
what
want
if
to
the
see. I didn't
Kanye
listen. I didn't
album
want to listen to it. I didn't want to listen to it in that way. Like I wanted to listen to it as a recorded. Like I just want to listen to it
But
properly. Like I
but
didn't
you're
want to
not
watch
think
this
again. But you're
concert.
not thinking on Kanye's level. That's what he's trying to give it to you. At. He's trying to deliver it that way, bro.
Well,
He
I don't
stood
want
there
to.
for
but
like he
what I'm
stood there for like the whole damn album. Just stood there.
I heard.
Like
Yeah,
what
I
do
heard.
you like? What do you
what I'm
mean? What do you want him to do?
what I'm saying, like what if like the live stream was like the you know how Disney Plus got Black Widow on the premium access? Like what if the live stream was the premium access?
Costs.
And that shit don't drop
right,
till
like
October. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what if that was the only time you could hear it till it drop in December or some shit?
I hope the
Kanye,
right.
listen,
music. I hope the music gives us. Go ahead. Go ahead. My bad.
all I'm saying is Kanye is always on some
Go ahead.
weird shit. So
I
you got to
exactly. And
factor in the
for
weird.
that,
You got
what
to
I was gonna
factor in the
say.
weird factor.
I hope I
Got
hope the
to, bro.
music
Yeah,
gives us some
absolutely.
idea as to why he's wearing the masks everywhere. Like I hope the music gives us some information about why that is or
True.
what that is. You know, that means something. That's a statement. So we gotta move
Yeah.
past Kanye. Officially, I am around. I'm just mad to let him play me again. But he's done some wild shit. But at the end of the day, creatively, I have to listen. Musically, he's a genius. So And other things to be around for. Power Book 3 is coming out soon, couple of months.
Already
Raising
dropped.
Canaan. It
Already
already
dropped.
dropped. See, I don't even know. So if it's not clear, I'm not around. Okay. Uh, there's reasons
Yeah.
for it. It's not that I don't. It's not that I think it's bad. We won't get into my why. I just want to hear from the people who
We
actually
should.
are Power fans, big Power fans. And is this like a sequel that the streets are wanting, or are you not around? Do all three of you watch Power, right?
Yes.
Yes.
I
So
do.
So I think so. To me, I don't know yet because I haven't seen it. I haven't been able to watch it, but hopefully soon I'll be able to watch it. But I don't know though. I don't think the streets is like begging for it. It's just like, oh, I 50 got another thing, but the last one was good though with Tyreek to me. So I'm gonna check this one out definitely, but I just haven't seen that yet. I've seen everything
what
else.
about you, Roland?
I'm around just because like I've seen all the other Power stuff. Like I saw the whole original series. I watched the season with Tyreek. So it's just another story, and there'll be no Mary J. Blige acting in it. So I'm
She
around
was
just off that.
terrible. I've seen
Um,
that. That
Horrible.
is
Oh my
bad.
it's
god.
bad.
Ew.
She
It's
was in
pretty
the
terrible.
Umbrella Academy. She was in the Umbrella Academy,
She
and
was.
she
She
was
was.
bad. I
Ew.
was like, somebody get Mary J back into
Ew.
the booth and take her off of my
Trash.
screen.
Like
Lines is
You know
every
what I
mad
mean?
scene
simple.
was hard to watch.
Yeah.
But yeah, like
Her
She didn't look
thuggery.
right on TV like
Her
that.
thuggery.
Just
Q.
saying.
like
The
low key.
the way.
But hold on, real quick. Like low key, shout out to 50 for creating like a low key Marvel universe. Like you know what I'm saying. Like he had the power, then he had the Tyreek, then now he got the Kanan. Like all of it's you know what I'm saying. All of it's interwoven with one. You know, shout out to the Black MCU.
I respect it. I respect it.
My bad. Hold on.
Bruh.
Dreamcast is wilding. Damn,
But
hold on, bro. Stop, yo. Here we go. My bad. Dreamcast be wilding, bro. I'm tired. I'm tired of. Q,
Uh,
are you around for? So honestly, I didn't even realize that this
yes.
is like the third story. So this is already beyond me. But so Hugh, you
So
around?
yeah, because I'm around because so I see what he's trying to do, like how Roland said with his little black MCU. I respect it because he literally doing what 50 does best. He see what you want. He trying to like expand on it in a whole different way. He hustler, and he been saying it for all his years. That's why he been hustling vitamin water. He hustled. He hustled music. You can't say he did it because he came into the rap game and he like took that and branched it off into different venues for
He
him to
definitely
like.
hustled because vitamin water wasn't even good.
All right, so he was definitely making a big move. Like the headphones, he did the headphone for a little bit. He making a big move. So this is just another part of his mind is going to work because you know that you want to see like that people want to see like things like the rise of Kanan or what happened to Tyreek after his pops went to jail. You know, spoilers for you, Cap, because I know you probably won't watch it, but just things like that. You know what I mean?
I'm not gonna.
That's why I think like 50 again. He know what he doing, bro. Like he know how to make his bread.
It's
I
just
agree
too
with
late
that.
for me.
I
It's
understand it
just too
is.
late for me.
Um,
Yeah.
shout out shout out to the yellow vitamin water. It was refreshing. Stop it.
It was.
Uh,
I think.
I, all right. I
I
don't
Full
can't.
know.
I
I,
can't
refreshing.
agree. I can't agree.
Nah, I like vitamin water.
I guess I'm
The
talking
yellow one
specifically
wasn't
about the
good.
vitamin 50. Talking about the vitamin 50 and the XXX one that everybody used to drink.
Oh no,
I
that one
can't
was
agree.
That
nasty
I
as hell. But
I'm sorry.
shout out to the
Mm-mm.
yellow one. It was refreshing.
All right. To close out,
Vitamin
are
water
you
was terrible.
around? The cover, Sports Illustrated cover has Sports Illustrated swimsuit edition, excuse me, has announced 3 different covers, one of which being Megan the Stallion. Mr. Black Swan Panther, I'll leave it to you. Are you around for this swimsuit edition, Megan Thee Stallion cover? Was it tastefully done?
I I as tastefully as I can say, I
oh man.
am very around for Megan the Stallion on the Sports Illustrated swimsuit cover. It was quite tasteful. You know,
Absolutely.
shout
Absolutely.
out to shout out to her. She's the first rapper to be on the swimsuit cover. So that's an accomplishment.
That is applause to her
And
for being that. Yes.
listen, she was looking how she was looking.
And
I don't got to be too graphic about it, but
I don't know what you mean by that.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
what do you mean?
You're
She
gonna
was
need to
looking
be a
how
little
she
more
was looking?
specific. I'm not sure.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know
you
what you
mean she
mean,
was
but
listen?
You
what did
you
she
can
look
explain
like?
it. You can explain it.
Uh,
You can explain it. Sir.
she
You have to
was look.
describe it to us married man because we can't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. Let's just say that.
Yeah. Go
Please
ahead.
be please be descriptive.
Go ahead.
Let's just say she was looking thicker than racial tension in like 1967. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I'm saying, listen, however you want to
Okay,
say it,
that's
All right. That's okay.
a good
thicker than
descriptor.
cold peanut butter. However you want to put it. She was looking very, very
Thicker than an
beautiful.
hour later. So what's that?
And
Uh,
Yeah.
oh wow, listen,
She look
Tommy
good.
G, do you
thicker
have any
than a
thoughts?
thicker
Well,
than a stack of non-leaders.
wow.
I have one thought. Everything. I only have one thought. Everything Roland just said. That's my one thought. I echo.
Okay.
I echo his sentiment.
Consensus is in.
Yeah.
Consensus
Yeah.
is in. I am around for the cover. I'm not really around for her in general, but really nice
Oh,
cover.
there's more.
No, that's all. That's all.
Just
No.
Not really. I'm
hey,
not really a
listen,
big Megan Thee Stallion fan to begin with.
Oh yeah,
So
and I'm not like a
There's a
huge
silent pause.
fan of
Facts.
her
as
music.
a
I'm not around for her
as a
music, but
rapper, no, I'm not. Megan Thee Stallion is not on rotation, but
as an entity, not just as a rapper.
okay.
well,
So
she's taller
But
than you,
she's not really in
so
there. She is. She is. I'm not good at basketball. I'm not
that's
ready.
this it's always
I am.
I am
she can
I am
Max.
I am also
Listen,
shout to the team on the
listen.
Cowboys.
All I'm
My
saying
guy
is
Roomba, he don't stop.
I was a phenomenal rebounder. However, she could box me out. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, I
In the
mean,
Okay.
heels.
One last air horn,
right.
and
She can box you all in the heels, what you saying? Ah.
we'll move on. We'll get right into it.
Yeah.
Um, Q,
Oh
I have
god.
no more thoughts. Q,
I have no thoughts.
it's on
You,
you,
you can
bro.
press
you
yeah, you can
you
press
better.
that because I have no thoughts. What? What was that, Hugh? Huh?
Halo's the
What
only
was that
one I'm
one?
allowed, so I'm not gonna talk crazy.
Huh? Sir, please. Sir, please digress. We're talking about sports now, not Sports Illustrated. It's a different field here, different field. All right. What it is, people, what it look like, what it ain't, you tell me and I tell you. It is your boy Hugh Jones here. Once again, talk about, a little bit of sports. I mean, it's like Cap said, it's been like, I feel like it's been a peaceful week, but we'll get into the big stuff first. Let's get into some news, I will say, because this is I'm still waiting for another team to do this because the Washington team. I don't know when are they gonna get a name? First off,
For
Washington
real.
football team.
NF, yeah, Washington football team.
Washington
NFL.
football team. You know what?
Yeah,
That name has actually grown on me. I actually like it
I
because
Oh,
on it,
okay.
bro. Just try this out. Just say go football team. It just feels go football team. It
Hold on, hold
sounds
on, hold on. I'm
like
about
it
to try it.
works.
Hold on, I'm about to try it. Go football team. Okay, I get what you're saying.
oh god.
Yeah,
Okay, I get what you're saying.
like
Oh,
it just
God.
But
it's
I
fitting.
don't
I
know.
don't know. Like it's
I know what you
very
mean, though.
neutral.
But
All
I'm
right.
okay.
Only reason I say that, and thank you for saying that, Cat,
Never.
if you want to say go football team, is because the Cleveland Indians decided to change their name to the Guardians. All right. I mean, that name is not going to go on me. I don't know. You can applaud it if you want to. That is just not sound. I want to see what the hat looks like because I'm a hat person. So if the logo looks kind of
Bro,
fire, I
I'm
might be around.
applauding them finally. Bro, I'm
Applauding
applauding
the
them
name
finally
change.
being on the right side.
Yeah, I'm applauding
Yeah,
the name change.
I'm
I
only
am
applauding
too.
them
Yeah,
being on
yeah.
the right side of like right by getting rid of the
But the,
Native American disrespect.
facts.
me too. But the
Yeah,
name is
facts.
terrible. So they need to pick a better name though. As for a baseball team, that sounds like a basketball team. It does. It does.
Well, see,
But
that's the problem, right? Though, like the fact that that's why teams aren't named renamed so often because like that's why the Washington Redskins, excuse me, the Washington football team are still the football team because every other name that they've tried, somebody brought the domain. So you know what I
Right.
mean? Like,
Right.
so they couldn't
Right.
use it. Right? So there's just a
Sad, man.
limited number of original names for teams. So, you know, they went with the Guardians. As long as it's not Indians, I'm cool. But I hear what you're saying.
Kind of want to see what the
Yeah.
logo
And I'm
look
with
like.
Cap.
Kind of want to see
So
what the logo
I do
look
want to see
like.
the logo too, yeah.
yeah.
See if
Hopefully
the
the
hat is
logo is
wearing
not
it.
still a Native American and that'll be backwards as hell, but we'll see.
That would be good as hell. It would be. I'm just, I was going over the list of different other teams from other leagues, like the NFL, the NBA. The NFL. I seen one team, the Cowboys. They should definitely change their name. That's a terrible name for a team. But just keep going. Just keep going. Just let you know.
Yeah.
That's a terrible name. Another name, the Patriots. That should be a name to research. That's Cowboys and the Patriots. Some of the names out there. The Raiders. Just saying that too.
Right.
I see how we're going down the line. I'm
Mm.
okay with this. I like this. Keep going down this line.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm here for the
Right.
Simmer down. Simmer
Yeah.
down,
feel me.
guys. Okay,
You
simmer down for
you
this
know I
week is
get the
Wayne
you know,
for trying to disrespect my Raiders. Fucking say, no, I'm joking.
yeah, man.
I'm joking.
You know I get to talk at one point, right? Yeah, that's fine.
I mean, on my show, I don't know. We can cut your mic off. This is not the rest of the pod. This is a different segment of the pod. You know how we quiet down for Diamond G. Now we quiet down for me. Simmer, not sir. But I respect the name change too. But I would like to see some other teams that would to change their name. But a lot of teams have like good names. I mean, the Pirates. I don't know. You want to change the Pirates? Some people. I don't know. It's I'm just stepping out of line because I did my slander part of my segment. But on to basketball.
Actually, Wayne, hold on, Wayne.
Oh wait,
Wayne,
you
hold
got
up.
one more?
You hear that?
Oh god.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
Cat got different types of
Uh-oh.
Again,
moms.
first off,
Cat
Yeah, man.
why must you do this during my time?
got
He's
different types of moms. Like
he's
he's
got
like,
I
different
yo,
can't. I
techniques.
can't have
Tony,
y'all
who
know.
let
Hold
Alex,
Johnny would be like, yeah.
Tony, who let this man trip back in my studio?
Cat
Bro,
surprise game was
I
100.
thought something
God
was wrong.
damn.
I thought something was wrong. Like
I just
I'll
popped
sit back.
through, like
You,
the Kool-Aid man. You
you
know what I
know,
mean?
people. I slide it over to my man Trebek. Go ahead.
Real quick. What's it looking like, people? Wish me and Captain Trebek show some respect. Cut the check. Quickly, I want to know who knew. Our last winner, to no surprise, still moving, can't be stopped. Roomba. Shout out to my guy Roomba. Cleaned up all the dubs last week. So we'll start with you. We'll start with Roomba.
All right.
Any words for the people before we kick off, or you just
now we
moving?
give words
Focus.
before we
Nah.
start
I
off.
mean, right now it's game time, so like, you know what I mean. I'm locked in.
Like
But,
WWE.
but real quick, the Roomba's still on. Let's go.
All right. So Dami G, aka Roomba, formerly known as Mr. Buckets. I want to know if you knew the Cincinnati Red Stockings was America's first professional baseball club. First ever professional baseball club, Cincinnati Red Stockings. What year were they established? Now I want to start giving y'all ranges so you're not too far out the gym.
That shit
I'll
crazy.
say 1800 to 1900. Cincinnati
Baseball
Red
was,
Stockings.
the Red Stockings were born in 1887.
Black Swan Panther. What say you?
Oh, baseball's so weird. I feel like I should have been playing this shit since birth. I'm gonna say. Hold on. What's the range again?
1800 to 1900.
1800. And what did Dom say?
1887.
1887. I'm gonna go with
1887.
18.
Yo, Cass really want to stop the
18
Roomba.
1875.
Yo,
1875. Okay.
87.
Hugh, will someone stop the Roomba? Will it be you?
$18.90.
1890. Okay. The Cincinnati Red Stockings was America's first professional baseball team established in the year 1869, making Black Swan Panther the winner here today. The Roomba has been stopped.
Yeah.
Let's
The
go.
Roomba
Let's
has-
go.
The Roomba is
Let's
tired.
go.
The Roomba's
It's been
tired.
on for a week. The Roomba been
The
on for a
the
week.
Wi-Fi is
You gotta turn it off
off.
and let
The
it charge
Roomba-
up a little bit.
The Wi-Fi is
You gotta let it
off.
charge up a little bit.
You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
The
it's been on
battery
all
is
Wait,
week.
wait,
dead.
no. Let that man talking shit, dog.
Yeah,
The
You
talk your
gotta let
shit,
that
battery
man
is
Black Swan.
talk.
dead.
Listen, yeah,
no.
Listen,
Let him talk, dog.
you're right.
Go ahead, Black Swan.
Shout out to Black Swan
um,
Panther. Let's see. Let's see if
yes.
they go. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Thank you. The series isn't over yet, so I will reserve any super
You gonna
trash
hold it
talk. But I'm
down?
just happy to get on the board. I'm just happy to get on the
Somebody
board.
might turn. Okay. All right. Well, Hugh, it's back to you, sir. Back to you.
Who knew? Again, good job, Block. And thank you for saying series, Block. And speaking of series, the NBA Finals this past Tuesday, I believe. Yes, Tuesday, I believe. The
Yeah.
Milwaukee Bucks completed something I didn't think they was going to do, but they actually did it. Came back from 2-0 down to win 4 straight to win the NBA Finals. Shout out to Giannis and Milwaukee Bucks. Because Chris Middleton performed like a closer.
Light.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, we do because now we're similar. We both have rings, so I understand logic. So,
I respect it.
that doesn't sound like respect. But all right, and shout out to Giannis
Because he don't respect you.
Don't
Say
respect.
that.
Shout out to Giannis for being, 26 years old. The performance that he put on the playoffs was like phenomenal. I haven't seen somebody do that in a long time, and I've been watching basketball since. Go ahead, Roland. How long have I been watching basketball now? This set you up for a joke.
I mean, it's been said that you hung the first peach basket for James Naismith, so about that long.
I said you hungry.
Hey, that was the help, guy.
Yo, but that was funny.
Facts. He was definitely
I
the help.
respect it.
He was definitely the help.
But like I said, the hell, that's disrespectful. Fuck you.
Oh man.
But yo, this has been one of the best performances in a while. 50 points to close out in game 7, in game 6. I thought it was going to go to game 7. I guess I was a liar. Egg in my face. But shout out to him for doing that and for what he did after when he went to Chick-fil-A and ordered a 50 piece.
Yeah, that's the thing, yo. Like on the closer.
That was disrespectful though, but I'm gonna applaud.
But yeah, yo, on the closing game though, like a 50 piece. Come on, that's 14 rebounds, 5 blocks. That's
5
crazy.
blocks.
Like he was punching everything. It
everything.
was so
Everything on his back.
dominant that it was so dominant. Like he scored 50 and his team scored 55 all together. So like one person
It
scored
was like
50,
a 2K game. Yeah?
and then
It was like a 2K game.
12 other people, 11 other people scored 55 together. Like that means you took control of the game. That's total dominance. Right now he's the most dominant.
The most my player, bro.
It was very 2K, very 2K. Yeah.
He didn't even take no shots.
For some reason, he just turned it up. Once they went to Milwaukee, he just turned it up and didn't turn it off.
He took like a couple mid range.
Turn it off until he won.
Then...
Until he didn't. He turned it up once he went back home and never turned it off.
Anybody else?
Shout out to him. Congratulations to the Milwaukee Bucks.
Anybody else?
And they're the NBA champions.
My bad, Don. Anybody else want to say something? I have a question to pose.
No, I do like that he dropped a 50 piece, ordered a 50 piece after a 50-year drought. Like that's just kind of like,
yeah,
like I don't know, like in the stars, like it's just kind of destined. That's just dope. Like 50.
71. That's crazy.
Real quick, we don't have to talk about it, like, and I probably just don't know enough about it, but like, he's Nigerian for real, right?
No, he's from Greece.
Isn't he?
I think his father is Nigerian and
the black part of him is from
where?
Nigeria.
Nigeria, but
Brother,
yeah,
he like he was born
but
in
his
born in
Greece, but
Greece.
I
but
don't
he's
He was
know.
born
born
in
in
Greece.
Greece, though.
He was born in
Okay,
Greece.
okay, that's cool. All right, because I didn't know that he was born in Greece. Because I'm always on the side of like, why don't they talk about the fact that he got an African side? I don't know. Like Naomi Osaka get to be both. Like, why do they only acknowledge the Greek side? Maybe he don't acknowledge the African side. I don't know that. So, like I said, I digress. But it's just something I was like, just saying
But
it's
there's
black.
also a whole
Why they
different
not
era of
repping Africa?
kids too, man. The kids are
Yeah,
different. Not he's not
Yeah.
a kid, but the younger people are
I mean,
different
yeah,
today.
26.
He's
So
26. He's a man,
yeah,
he's,
but
he's a
he's
he's
he's a
yeah,
youth
man.
them. He's a youth them.
That's what I'm saying, young
but
man.
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like he's a man,
Um,
but you know what I mean. But at the same time, he is a youth. Them. I understand what you're saying.
See.
You know what I mean. He
That's all I gotta
is.
say.
No, and
That's all I
I
gotta
just
say.
think that he's behaving. He's moving like one, and which is
He
fine.
is. He is.
He's NBA. He's moving like one, so it is what it is.
Block.
I would just I would just like to throw out this little bit of sports trivia that the last time the Bucks won the NBA Finals, the Cowboys won the Super Bowl. Just
Okay,
throwing it
here we
out
go.
there. If we want to talk about fate and like things, if we want to talk about fate and like
Yo,
things like that, I'm just throwing it out
Oh,
there.
yo,
so you're
not
saying it's
not.
like an
Just,
omen? You're saying it's an
I'm just
omen,
saying,
Listen, I
just
bro?
saw
saying,
Zeke
Imagine.
in some
just
little
throwing it out
clips,
there,
man.
Imagine.
Zeke,
Let
Zeke
him
looks
have it.
throwing it out,
slim, man.
throwing it
Let
out
him have it.
there,
No,
just
no,
Let him
no,
have
no,
it.
just
no.
throwing it out there.
Zeke looks slim.
Just
Listen,
Zeke
that,
look
first of
real
all,
slim.
I'm
I
only
hope you
talking,
jinx
I'm
it
only
just by
talking to
saying it
Dom.
out.
I'm
Huh?
only talking to Dom because I only talk to people whose teams have rings. So I'm only talking to Dom. So, like I said,
Oh,
listen, if you want to change, you want to talk about name changes. They need
my yeah.
The Tennessee ringless. That's what y'all should be called. The, no, hold on, the Tennessee 1 yard line. That's what y'all should be called. So
Wow.
yeah, like I said, I'm
Wow,
talking to
See,
Dom.
what a
wow,
guy.
can you mute
What a
his
guy.
mic? But onto
What a
my
guy. You had to
question.
Listen,
take it there. You had to take it
Onto
there.
my
I
onto my
did,
question.
I did.
wow.
What a guy.
Onto, let's. I'm
If
okay.
he had arms like Wayne, y'all might have had a ring. But
It's true.
That's crazy.
That'd be stretch. But onto my question. After seeing what Giannis did in the finals, hell of a performance, and the way he did it coming off of a knee injury that everybody thought that he was literally done.
Hmm.
Is he knocking at the throne now? Is he like knocking at the pedestal of LeBron, KD, and Kawhi and them? Is he on that throne now of saying like, hey,
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. You have to put him up there. When you talk about LeBron, when you talk about KD, you got to talk about Giannis. He got a chip. Look,
no,
and right now, and coming for the throne, yes, because KD. I mean, KD got his chips, but he won it with a squad. Like,
questionable chips. I'm saying,
but Giannis, he did it. He didn't do it with no superstars. He did it with him and his boys, and they went to war and they battled everyone. So I don't know, man. Phew. I think he's coming for that throne. I mean, listen, I'm a Laker fan. I'm LeBron, everything. So you know what I mean. But LeBron's on the backside of it. I understand that. So yeah, it's Giannis and KD, and it's their turn. Man, Giannis is fighting for the top. KD got to watch out. He better win. He better win a chip.
block.
um, I would say he's fighting for the throne, but he's not next in line for the throne. If that makes any sense. Just
Makes
because,
sense.
first off, Giannis's style of basketball doesn't lend him to be chasing the throne like that. Like Giannis isn't going to be able to do this for much. Like Giannis needs to learn how to shoot because if he keeps running at the rim and landing all weird, like Giannis really got 5 good years left if he's lucky. Like he be landing all weird, them long ass legs. Like it's looking questionable for my boy. Like he's already had some knee problems. Like
Mhm.
Nah,
if he doesn't get like
Maybe he knows
another
his body.
move other than run at the basket, it's looking questionable for him. But like right now, after this season, yeah,
but he's
you gotta put him in the and
yeah.
you gotta
That's
put
not.
him in the conversation for like who's running the
Yeah.
league right now. But if we're talking long game, if he doesn't develop an outside shot, his window is very very small.
But he did the ultimate goal. So like, I don't think even if he went out, like he won, he's a champion. Like you have to call him a champion. You know what I mean?
Right?
Like
You
it's
you
sometimes
you, you gotta
call
call him a
it's more
champion.
about the It's more about the feel of it. Like, yo, I'm an NBA champion, and when you see me or whenever you talk about me, you have to say NBA champion. You know what I mean? So
Right. Well, all I'm saying is
He-
being a champion puts him it puts him up there. But once you put him up there with the rest of the champions, I don't know. It gets a
right,
little weird. You know what I'm saying?
he
Like,
no, he's
is
definitely up
he?
there. He's up.
He's in
But see,
there.
the
He
thing
in the
is,
room.
he yeah, no, he's
Mhm.
definitely in the room because before he was outside looking in, like, yo, I'm trying
Yeah,
to get up in there.
Right.
But now he's
Like
like, they're like, yo, you can come in now.
he walked in.
He walked in.
right.
So now let's
He's in the
see. I
room, but
mean,
he ain't like.
kind of
I
orientation.
could he puff his could he puff his chest out? Is he
nah,
talking as loud as
nah.
I mean,
KD's talking? Is he talking as loud as is he talking
I
like
can.
Steph right now?
I mean, I can see.
No,
You know,
absolutely
and
not.
honestly, if you think about
Absolutely
it,
not.
he can talk like he can really talk some real ball shit. Because think about it, 2-time MVP
No,
and
that's true.
Defensive Player of the Year,
That's true. No,
NBA championship and finals. Like he did. Only three players in history have that,
That's
and
why you
that
got to give
goes
it
to
to him because
Jordan.
he got the accolade.
Right, like he got
yeah,
because Jordan,
He got everything else on the list of
right?
accolades, and
Olajuwon.
now he got the title. So you kind of got to.
Right, you gotta let him in there.
like you got to.
And
Yeah.
that performance in the playoffs made him the only player in NBA Finals to do that. So
Yo, he dropped 50 at the end. Like, that's crazy, yo.
He did.
Like, in the NBA
You think he
Finals.
ate the whole 50 piece? You think he ate the whole 50 piece?
Nah, he
probably,
probably shared it. He mad funny too on social media. If you like follow him, yo, he's funny,
I had
yo.
Kool-Aid for the first time. I want to talk about Giannis no more. What else? I'm
Yeah,
all
he's
right,
Yeah.
but yeah, this goes out. Shout out to the Milwaukee Bucks, and also shout out to the Tampa Bay Bucks because apparently everybody's been talking about how the both Bucks teams are champions. So shout out to both
yeah,
of
I
them.
don't
no,
care.
that's crazy. I didn't even
I
notice that.
respect that.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was funny. I've been
I
seeing it
didn't even
all over.
realize that until just now.
My
That's
people's them. All
crazy.
right, and to close out, I I want to say they're the dream team. They definitely not the redeem team, but they probably like the B team at this point because the men's Olympic basketball team has this is like 3 in a row. Even though the first two is exhibition games, lost to France, and they was up by 25. Like I'm not even gassed. I'm not even. I wouldn't even gasp at this point. I just like, dude, y'all have KD. Y'all lost tons of people. James Harden, Bradley Beal to COVID. And y'all out here just losing leads. Y'all lost to Nigeria, first off. Shout out to Nigerian Web because I know he was shouting for that game. But what is going on?
All right, so let me just tell you, this is what's going. To me, this is what's going on. It's the internet. Everyone can see everyone's workout, how they train. You can see it all. So now all you have to do is copy that. Once you're able to copy that and you get right to, like, yo, the whole world is catching up to the NBA. Yo, there's mad players in the NBA that was on France.
Mm-hmm.
There's mad players in the
Mhm.
NBA on mad different countries,
Nigeria.
all over. Like, it's crazy.
Nigeria
So
has
like,
four of
so
them.
basketball has really become a big thing all over the globe. It's not
And the
just
thing about that
America.
is, Dom,
America just don't run it.
the thing about that is, I completely agree. That's exactly what I was going to say. Like, basketball is worldwide. And the thing about that is, but basketball is worldwide, but America is still the focal point, right? So
Mm-hmm.
Right,
other countries they can scout us before the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could
right,
watch there's infinite amounts of tape that you can watch on your
True.
opponent because we're so highly televised. You know what I'm saying? We
right,
can't really
right,
watch tape on France. I don't know that to be
right.
certain, but you know what I'm saying?
No,
Like,
no, no, no.
so like,
They can, but
They can, but it does.
but
They're
just
not
even
use the
just
way
like
that
this,
you saying it
just
though.
like you're saying, the world it's worldwide.
But
Some of our biggest stars today are from other countries. Giannis is
yeah,
the
but
perfect example of that. So,
Luca.
they're breeding
to
superstars everywhere. So I guess I'm not surprised. Luka, yep.
Nah,
Cap's
Go ahead,
point,
Bob.
say Luca, for example, like Luca could go and tell his team about the entire NBA team, like the entire USA team. You get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like Luca can be like, all right, I played against every person on this team. There might I don't what country is from Luca again?
I don't even know,
No one
bro.
Slovenia.
knows, just me. No, I don't know.
Slovenia,
Slovenia.
Slovenia,
All right,
Slovenia.
so there
Yeah,
might be some like Slovenian like secret weapon, like you know what I mean. Like they could have that just in the hip pocket,
He can't be the
everybody know what
only
KD
one.
gonna do. Everybody know
He
what
he
Dame.
is.
Everyone know what like Luca could be like. All right, I know I played against Dame. I know he gonna do X Y Z. No one
Yep,
on the USA team
that's what
could
I'm
say
saying.
anything except about Luca. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there might be some nasty Slovenian dude who ain't crossed over yet, and nobody knows. Like, you know what I mean?
Sauce.
Right.
Like
Slovenian sauce.
hella
Right,
sauce.
right. That's true.
So you know what I'm saying? Like the NBA players are really
This is also
Team
true.
USA is really at a disadvantage because they are in the global league. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, who knows what those Nigerian cats is doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? It might be Nigerian Kobe. Nobody knows.
Bro, you know they
Four
jumping
of
out the
them,
gym.
four of them was
They, you know what I'm
actually
saying?
from the Miami Heat. So yes, I would understand what you're saying. Yep.
Right.
So
But
to
then
your
there's
point, that
eight
is
of
right.
but
That is right. The scouting
there
is
might
out
be
there.
eight other cats. There might be eight other cats that you never heard of that are wild nice, and they just pop
Hmm.
out. So you know what I'm saying?
I believe also some D1 college players also got to play for their national teams too. So you got to take that into consideration too. So the young cats out there playing too, which is scary because the young cats be wilding. So
Yeah.
they be wilding. So I understand what you guys are saying, and it made the rolling point like this brings when Mono Ginobili when he beat the USA team with Argentina,
Mhm.
and everybody knew Argentina had a stacked team, but it was only Mono Ginobili and Lua. I can't remember the guy's name.
Scola.
Yep, Luis Scola, and it was
Yeah.
Luis Scola, and they beat
Scola.
the United States team, and that was a shocker because Mono was out there balling, and he was like what in his 20s or so, I believe. So I understand, but to close out, basketball for USA, I think they need to go back in the gym, call Cap up so he can bring out into the fold.
That's why not the same no more, y'all.
At the
Stop
meeting so
playing.
he can tell you, KD, stay off Twitter. Like get back to balling. Like I don't know.
Yeah, I think they're having too much fun. Like they need to simmer down. Probably. I feel like they probably
Yeah,
having too much
yeah.
fun. Like, nah, this is
It's
not a
crazy, son.
trip. Like you really gotta win.
I
You really
mean,
gotta want it. And
uh, they don't want
I
to
don't get
go.
it.
They need, you know what?
Too
One
embarrassing.
last thing, they need to call Melo because Gold Medal Melo, Hall of Fame. Can't play my music.
Facts.
He is.
That's a fact.
Gold Medal Melo.
True. And he got braids.
And he got the braids back too.
Is it straight back? Yeah.
It's a
almost.
wrap. Yo, he's a different player during the summertime. I don't know what it is.
Headband and straight back is a different combo. It is.
Different dude, bro.
Huh?
Different.
All right, let's hit the timeline before we get out of here. There's actually something pretty big on the timeline that I think is pretty interesting. We talk about him all the time. He's the richest man in America, so it's hard not to talk about him. But Jeff Bezos, in the news once again. Jeff Bezos has donated Van Jones $100 million. Now if you're like, what? Who? When? What? It's just as random as it sounds. Jeff Bezos, he gave $100 million each to Van Jones, who's a CNN contributor, and another $100 million to somebody named Chef Jose Andres. So he gave out $200 million to two people for the thrill. And that was a bar. Hold on.
That was a bar. That was a bar.
He said, Jeff Bezos said that they can give it all to their own charity, or they can share, or they can give it all to charity, or they can share the wealth. They can do whatever. It's up to them. They can do what they want with the money. And this comes after his trip to space, where people are upset that he's wasting millions of dollars on going to space, right? When he could be helping the world. Quick sidebar. I thought it was pretty interesting or funny that people were comparing him to Dr. Evil because he's bald and his rocket ship is shaped like a huge Johnson,
Huge,
like just like Austin Powers, like
Yeah.
huge phallic
that was
shape.
pretty funny. Yes,
terrible.
identical to a phallus.
It was.
So, anyways, just to give you more information. After he did that, he thanked Amazon customers and employees for paying for the trip. Right. So before I even get to like my actual question about it, do y'all have any comments on just the fact that he gave Van Jones $100 million?
Yo, what?
Where do I sign up?
Yeah, so like,
How do I? How do
Do I
I?
sign
hi,
up?
my
Where's
name
it
is
at,
what?
man? Yeah, that's crazy, bro. Like, just
Give
to be able
me,
to
give
get
me a
somebody
little
100 mil.
money.
A
That's-
person,
Just
like,
give me the
here,
Yeah.
just give me the light.
here.
Yo, countries need that though. You know what I'm saying? Like different countries need that bread.
And that's what brings that's where a question came to me.
Hey
right?
Jeff, I need
So
the money.
he did all of this after spending millions. People have been for months now, right? Like for years now, the conversation around how people's lives can be improved if the 1% spread the wealth. If every
Mm-hmm.
billionaire could give everybody in the country a milli and still have a billy, right?
That's
Like
crazy.
billionaires could change the world if they chose to, right?
Yep.
So,
Literally.
you know, so like so in my mind, Bezos is like, all right, bet. Y'all talking about okay, you could change the world, you can save the world. Van Jones, he probably been on CNN talking spicy about the 1%. You know what I'm saying? So he's like, all right, bet. Here's 100 mil. What you gonna do? You gonna save people or you gonna ball out?
All right, I need to talk spicy then, so get some
Oh.
bread. That's what it is. Hey, yo,
Right.
To me, it's
Jeff,
just childish.
yo,
What you gonna do? So I
hey,
want
yo,
to know
Jeff,
what y'all
yo.
gonna do. What you gonna do? If he gave you the
It's
100 mil, what you gonna do?
what I'm gonna do?
Yeah, what you
Pay
gonna
off
do,
my
Hill?
debt. Pay off my debts. That's one. Pay off a lot of debts.
Yeah.
Try to, try to.
That's
I definitely would. I definitely would invest in something too. I ain't gonna lie to you because I always got ideas to, do something, but I don't have the back end. So, definitely do something like
I
that.
mean, look.
Would you help anyone?
Yeah, of course. I would definitely help people. Of course.
But that's the
I definitely
interesting
want to
like
give back. No, that's
conundrum,
what I'm
right?
saying. No, that's what I'm saying. My endeavor, like what I was saying, like my endeavors would be to give back to people. I'm not gonna just like keep the money and say, oh, here. No, I'm like I'll start like a basketball league or something that condition for the kids, like condition a basketball court, because there's a lot of courts in the Hartford that's like just not being used anymore. That you just like want to use. Like I be driving by a lot of them, like yo, I don't know why you use this course anymore. You just see why. So things like that. That's why I invest in.
So you will use some to rebuild the community.
Yeah, because listen, I came from Hartford. I like
How
playing
much of
ball.
that hundred
Playing
million?
ball.
How much? Here's a question. Here's a better question. How much of that 100 million is for you? How much of that 100 million are you going to use to change the world?
I mean, listen,
That's the question, right?
you know,
You know what I mean? Like, all right, bet. All right. You say you could change the world with a couple milli. Here's a 100 milli. How much you keeping for you? How much are you actually going to use to change the world?
I mean, I ain't no type of
Right.
baller like that to be wilding out with money. I know, but
Yeah.
I
You
know one
taking
thing.
90 to the face?
You got to think about it, like that's like what
Wait.
10 million or so. Like
You
nah, at
taking
least
90 to
like
the face?
at least gotta break it.
yikes.
You at least gotta break it up. Like 25 for the spending, 25 for the saving, 25 for the community, and 25 for your investments. Like something like that. You know what I mean?
Right, for the
At least.
spending.
Okay.
What are you
I
buying?
like it.
What are you buying with
I
25
like that
mil? Like, what,
breakdown. I
Like
like that
I don't listen.
breakdown.
You
I
gotta
like
think
that.
about
I
it.
like
Like,
that.
it costs of living.
what
You
are you
gotta think about
buying?
that.
I can live a
And I
different
gotta
That's a
lifestyle.
good
saving, so you
breakdown.
gotta think about it. Like you gotta think about it like that.
I like that breakdown though. Yeah.
Right.
I like that
The
breakdown.
breakdown is fire, but I want to know what you buying with 25 million. Like, what's
I don't gotta blow it all up. Yeah, my lifestyle gonna
you
change.
know what I mean?
Yo,
Listen.
Drake, question. Yo, where did you get that mattress?
That's what I'm
You feel me?
saying.
I'm talking about the mattress. Yo, this is the type of money I'm talking about. Drake has this type of money. Back to San O. But yo, this is the type of money Drake has.
True.
So this is what I'm saying. Yo, $400 like, yo,
That's what I'm
How
saying.
much?
fall back
How
into
much?
my pocket.
How much are you keeping, Dom? How much are you keeping, and how much are you donating?
All right, so I'm not gonna break it down like Wayne, but keeping,
Oh, so
Hmm.
I might do 70-30.
70-30? Okay, I can
so you
respect that.
taking 70 to the face, or you saving 30?
I'm taking 70 to the neck. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm
Block.
not mad.
I just want to hear Block's take on that one because you coming at me about 125.
Because technically he's giving away
Listen,
more
I
than
just
you.
wanted
So,
to.
but
Right, he's giving away more than you. Like, you're only giving away
Like
10%.
5 more
Like,
than
you know what I'm
me?
saying? Like,
it's still more than you.
I know I just
it's
told
You're
you
just
this,
more.
splitting
but
up the
that's
stuff
just
that you're
70.
keeping for yourself, which is smart, but still same shit. Go ahead, Roland.
Um, like how much am I keeping? Like, I'm rocking with the Dami G figures. Like, probably like 70 is gonna be for like my personal, like, because you got to break it down, like me living and setting up some generational wealth and so on and
Yeah,
so forth. Like,
absolutely.
you know what I mean? Like, that's what's gonna, that's where the 70 is going. But 30 is definitely going to the hood. Like, you know what I mean? Like I would start in Hartford, and then I would just like basically like branch out like statewide, or then do what I can.
we're gonna see what's gonna happen because it's the thing about it is it's easy to say what you'll do until you actually got it. Until you
True.
actually get the 100 million in
True.
your
But it's like,
hand,
yo,
That's
what
true.
and
what you
it just
doing?
can't, and it just come out, and it just drop out the sky. Jeff Bezos was like, you know what? Here, hold on. I just came out from space, feeling generous. Here's 100 mil for the thrill. Do what you
Yeah.
want, man.
Let's
You don't
go.
know. You don't
Hello,
know.
Right now.
stingray
So
skin.
I'll be
Ooh,
interested. I'll be interested to see
that's
what
the
happens.
greatest.
I know.
Listen, hello.
I
I'm gonna have the most posturepedic mattress on earth. That's
I'll be
true.
interested to see what Van Jones does. Like, I'm gonna be interested to see these next couple of months. Like, is he still on CNN? Is his watch shinier? Who's he donating to? Like, I'll be interested to see. You know what I mean? Like,
I know.
But
but
yo, but,
I
but
know
you know
me.
the
And
wild thing, like after like 100 mil, like a lot of the stuff we would do with 100 mil is really chump change. Like
yeah,
we'll get a nice crib.
listen.
That's a what? That's a
True.
on the high end. That's what two. That's a mil. You know what I'm saying? Like
bro, I'm buying an
that's not a
island.
lot.
I'm taking
Yeah.
Nike and I'm taking some Nike.
See
I'm hollering
you.
at Nike, bro. See if we can get these Hirachis popping out, the real ones. You know what I mean? The Hirachi blues, bro. Like get my name on some
I'm about
real Hirachis.
I'm taking 85 to the 85 to the face. 85 to the face. Disrespectful.
I
85
respect
to the
it.
face.
I respect it.
Ah,
I
I
respect
respect
it.
it.
The hood ain't do nothing for me. The hood ain't do nothing for me. Feel me?
Hey,
Feel me, you
listen.
know? I'm
Hey
just playing.
And
yo.
you know
I'm
what's
just playing.
crazy? Like
So, right.
maybe just because we're from smaller like cities and states, like the problems of our hood wouldn't like dent 100 million like that. Like yeah, we're not from
Right.
Chicago. We're not from Brooklyn. Like you know what I'm saying?
Mm-mm.
Our hood problems wouldn't dent 100 million like that. Like you know what I'm saying? Like if I gave
Nah,
like
not at
five
all.
million to Hartford, like I could solve all kinds of problems with 5 million. Like you know what I'm saying? There wouldn't be a
He's
pothole
not
in
lying
You're
Hartford
gonna,
though.
County with 5 million. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yo, oh
that's
my
just
Yeah.
because
goodness.
Right.
we're from smaller urban areas. So like you know what I'm saying? Like our money's gonna stretch a lot further. Like I could erase Hartford's debt
uh,
with that kind of money.
BSP. BSP.
That's me.
You
That's
can.
There are more. Yes, thank you, Black Swan Panther. There are more important matters at hand.
there it is.
Yeah. Another
So,
surprise bomb.
Whenever
we're back.
I see when it's coming now because you
No,
get
you
the tone
don't.
of your voice. I
Don't
I've been scouting
don't
you.
try to
I've been
test me.
scouting you.
Well, let's see if you're ready. Let's
I
see if
like it.
you can
Mm,
hold on to the
hmm
chip. BSP, Black Swan Panther, came in, took a dub, turned off the Roomba. But we have another
Yikes.
opportunity here for who knew. Captain you back, show some respect, cut the check. Uh, so Jeff Bezos, he blows a lot of money, bro. He has a lot of money to do whatever he wants with. He has. I want to know who knew how many billions with a B, billies. How many billions has Jeff Bezos invested into his space company, Blue Origin? Now I'm going to give you a range like I always do, so you don't jump out the gym. Between 1 and 20 billion. How many billies has Jeff Bezos invested into this space program so far? BSP. I give you a big range on
what was the
purpose.
range?
1 through
What
20
yeah? What
billion.
was the range?
1 through
One
20.
through 20 billion. I'm going to say 11.5 billion.
11.5. Okay, we're going to the point fives. I respect it. Roomba.
The Roma himself. Um,
Um,
I would like to say 8.
8
mm,
billion.
8 billion.
Hugh, how about you?
13.
13. What'd you say, Roland?
11.5.
11.5.
11.5. Jeff Bezos has invested 5.5 billion into his space
Good job.
program. Somebody turn the room back on.
Mm.
Listen.
Oh.
Let me just tell y'all this. The Roomba had to charge. The Roomba had to
Listen,
charge. That's it.
hold on.
Put me back on.
I split with the Roomba. I split with the
This is
Roomba.
true.
Unless there's a third
This
one.
is true.
I split with the Roomba.
Basically, no.
Oh,
Basically, the Roomba missed a spot. Basically,
I did. I was like, oh my bad.
Oh,
Yo, honestly, I just needed to charge.
Wow.
I needed to charge. You know what I mean? The Roomba's
yikes!
back.
Shout out
Not
to
the
the
Shout
ruler,
Roomba.
out to
but
the
the
All right,
Roomba
Roomba.
but
branding team.
Shout out to Rumba.
Oh, the
for real, we
Roomba's
need to
back.
check one. Hold on.
Brr, brr, brr,
We
brr.
need a Roomba. We need a Roomba and a check. Okay?
Cat about to put a
Facts.
In
vacuum
other
sound next
news,
week.
this is actually pretty filthy. So brace yourself if you didn't see this already. A 19-year-old kid from Boston, excuse me, Alston specifically, he drove over 30 miles to where he used to live and was caught on camera sexually abusing a horse at 4 a.m. And if you're questioning what I mean by sexually abuse a horse, I mean he steezed the horse. Any comments?
I got something to say. First off,
What
kid,
the fuck?
kids, don't do drugs. This demon time is on a whole another level that y'all on right now because that is beyond 4 o'clock in the morning, 4 a.m. What are you doing out there at that time of night? And why are
Can I
you
make it
buying
worse
bars?
for you? Can I make it worse for you? Can I make it worse for you? You ready?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
He was black, bro.
No.
What?
No.
No way.
Yeah.
No. No.
What the fuck?
No.
Who are his parents? Where was he raised?
No.
These kids got to put down these drugs. These perks is crazy.
Yeah,
Right.
Molly's
but
He was light
wildin'.
skinned.
Listen.
He might be mixed. He might
I
be
mean,
Light
mixed.
listen.
skin. All right, well they mentioned it better. Y'all
mixed.
light skinned people be crazy. Y'all,
He gotta
Nah,
be. He gotta be
man.
y'all
mixed.
be out here wildin'.
Nah, man. He's
But
He
yeah.
gotta be
fucking
mixed.
nah, man.
Cat thought about the pony song. He's like, he really wanted to jump on it. That's what it was. He thought about the pony song. Really
But the
wanted to
thing
jump on
about
it.
it is,
Never.
like, he knew what
Never.
he knew what he was doing too. Like, he disconnected the security cameras and just forgot one. Like, he was in there, like, on a mission. Like, I don't think he was drugged out enough to be aware to take off all the
No,
security. Like, he knew what he was doing. Like, the lady who owns who watched the footage, the lady who owns the horses and watched the footage, she was like, I could tell he knew his way around horses. Like, he knew what he was doing. He probably been doing this for a while. My only comment on it is, bruh, just jerk it, bruh. It's just not that serious. It's not that serious. Just jerk it.
Never.
Facts.
Go on Pornhub and jerk it. You don't got to see horses.
Facts.
You don't got to see horses. It's not that serious. Just jerk
That's
it.
crazy, son.
Listen.
But yeah,
Let's move on fast, please.
Yeah.
I have nothing more to say.
the other stuff is kind of serious. So the first person to be sentenced from the Capitol riots only got 8 months in jail. Any comments on that? White man.
Go ahead, Doc.
Not surprised. Not surprised.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm with Roland on this. I'm not surprised, man. It's because nah, man. This shit is just not
8
right.
months.
I'm with Roland.
He must have been snitching. He must have been in there telling. That's what he must have been doing.
Listen.
I know who did
Not
it.
even.
Or,
you know what's crazy?
Or
Not even.
Because you know what I mean? He not us. He not us, man.
That
Listen,
too.
I would love to have the white man's like PR team. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the way like these cats were like humanized and like made to be sympathetic. Like, oh, you know, I kind of understand why you would invade the Capitol like a weirdo. Like the spin that these guys got was ridiculous. Like, I would love to have the white man's promotional team because only they could spin it. Only they could spin it.
8 months.
Listen,
Bro,
you know what's
if that
crazy?
was us, it'd
Not
been
even
called
us.
Massacre on the Capitol building.
Facts.
I don't know what
Massacre.
I don't know what
they'd have got-
percent. I don't know what percent white American people are of the Earth's population, but if it was the other 99.998% of people, it would have been a thing. If white people from another country would have tried to do that, it would have been World War III. Like, the white American PR team is undefeated. Like,
Undefeated.
hands down. They've
All thing.
Hall of Fame, their own hall.
Their own hall. I don't want to be in that hall. Not that hall.
Don't want to be in that
good.
hall, but I'd like some tips. I'd like some representation.
I would. Any other
True.
comments?
Nah, B.
I got
It's just
nothing.
crazy.
Y'all said it all.
I'm cool.
Last thing on the timeline, Dubai, back in the news again. Last time we spoke about Dubai, we talked about them having the world's deepest pool. And now they are creating their own rain. Yes, you're right. Dubai is creating their own rain. How, you may ask? They are flying drones into the clouds that are creating, that will then send out electrical impulses to bring the clouds together, and so that rain will fall. They're doing this because it only rains about 4 inches a year, and it's hot as hell out there, 122 degrees. So they're like, we have to make it rain. We need scientists, and they make it rain. Any comments
Bruh.
on that?
You want to go first? All right.
We have the ability to do a lot of stuff, and they just that's crazy. How you make it rain? Like that's taking make it rain to a whole nother level.
I can
Like
tell you why.
that's just
I can-
crazy. Like they really have the ability to put something in the air, make it happen, and like make them come together. That's how you what?
You know
Yeah.
why?
That shit don't talk.
You know why they
Like
can make it rain?
what?
Because they
That
literally can
shit
make it
don't
rain.
talk.
Why Dubai got stupid money like that? Bro? The
Oil,
largest
man.
towers, the deepest pool. Now y'all gonna make your own rain. What is next, bro? What is next?
Yo, Dubai is shitting on everybody.
Listen, the bread they have.
Facts.
This shit on everybody.
Oh my god. Ah, Jesus.
My only thing, we got anything to say about it, Block?
Just that I'd like to go to Dubai if anybody wants to come with me.
Absolutely.
Bro, next time,
That's
next time I go, I'll let
I
you
would
know.
love.
Definitely,
shout out
we
to
can
the
make that
humble.
thing. 'Cause her,
Can we acknowledge the humble flex right now?
Right.
Can we acknowledge the humble
It
flex right now? Listen,
I
next
respect
time,
It was so
next time I
time.
go, next time
Thank you,
I
I
go, I'll
travel,
let you
man.
know. Can we acknowledge the humble flex right here?
I
Listen,
I
man,
like it. I
listen.
like it.
Mm.
I like it.
I have extended family by way of my wife out there, so it's not even a flex. I wouldn't be able to go out there if I wasn't able to like lodge for free because it's expensive out there. So,
Uh,
but no, we can
I
talk
mean,
about it.
obviously they're making it on rain. It's obviously expensive.
It's expensive
They-
out there.
Right.
Only thing I had to say about it is
Umbrella probably like $50 out there, something like that, just for that day.
it's dope, but like it also, like, who's to say that this doesn't happen often elsewhere with other types of weather? You know what I mean? Like hurricanes, earthquakes. You know, like I unfortunately take it there, but it's like if we can do that, we can do other things too that they probably been doing, and there's a lot of sinister things that have happened to, like, lesser things have happened. We've seen what they've done to various black communities and have hidden. I'm just saying, conspiracy to end the pod. Like they've probably done some wild shit.
Conspiracy in the pond.
Just,
That's crazy.
it's just a quick conspiracy to leave you on the edge of your seat until next time.
I ain't got cliffhangers, bro.
Yeah.
God, this
It rained today.
Report.
This a Marvel episode.
It rained today.
Right. You gotta wait. You gotta wait to the end credits for the next episode.
Right.
Basically.
That's cat taking off. That's cat taking off.
That's pretty much it, yo. I know we didn't sign a quote. No, never. I'm sweating too. But we didn't pick a quote, so that's pretty much it. We're just gonna walk out on that note. You know what I'm saying?
That's a wild somber note to walk out on.
Yeah.
Everything's
Hope
a
you all
lie.
enjoyed the show. Hope you all enjoyed the show. This has been good. My name is Captain Sands, and I'm just kidding.
Everything's a lie.
We didn't pick a quote, but
we didn't pick a quote. I mean, we should.
Anybody have anything off top? Anything off top?
It's a wild short episode. I'm not gonna
do your thing, man. Do your thing.
It's not. It's an hour 15. It's not even that short. We only do hour 20 usually.
I feel you. But you got something you want to report or something, bro? But you got something you want to report on?
No, man. I'm chilling, man.
No. Sure.
Nobody has a quote at the top? Nobody has a bar for the people.
No, I don't have one off the top. Nah.
Oh man, that's detrimental. People, I got one. Don't be detrimental like us. Always have a quote prepared for the world to hear.
Basically.
Message. Message. Because you know what? As you can see,
I got a quote.
we are unprepared. Oh, you just gonna throw? All right,
I got a
stomp
quote.
him on thunder. Stomp him on thunder.
I got a quote. When you pray for rain, you gotta deal with the mud too. There you go. That's the quote of the pod. Niggas talking about rain.
Message. Okay.
Man,
I don't know what that meant, but
I heard that.
yeah,
Is
I'll
that a
take it.
shot
I
to
like
it
it.
means
Dubai?
like
Is that a shot to Dubai? Telling them like there's gonna be a
I
lot of
like
well,
money,
it.
bro.
it
There's a
means
lot of money out there.
it means when you hope for good things, you have to deal with the bad things that come with it as well.
Message.
When you pray for rain, you have to
Message
deal with
like
the mud
creating
too.
rain.
Absolutely, like creating
I like
rain.
it.
I like it. I like it.
Dubai's on some
Yeah,
Message.
shout out to
sneaky.
Block, yo.
You know what's crazy? You know where I got that quote? That's from The Equalizer.
With Queen
dead ass,
Latifah or with
dead ass
Denzel?
from The Equalizer. It's dead ass from The Equalizer.
With
Shout out
Queen
to
Latifah
Robert
or
McCall.
Denzel?
No, Denzel. The Denzel Equalizer. Stop it. Stop it.
All right.
The
I just
first,
checked.
the
I didn't
first
know if you watched
Equalizer.
the series.
The first Equalizer. I've never even
the real
watched.
Equalizer.
I'd never even
I heard
watched
she
the
was only
Queen
doing
Latifah
backflips.
joint.
Wow.
Listen, God bless her. You know, get that check.
Right.
But
Right.
I didn't watch
Like,
it.
she avenging
Cute
somebody
things.
every episode. Oh, is it on me now?
It's the real people. The real people.
Yes. Oh yes, people. What it is, people? It's your boy LD Way here to say once again. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Tell your auntie, tell her friends, because you know they be gossiping a lot on the phones. I know they do. I see it. Hit the gram, hit Facebook. Tell them that the Detrimental Podcast is here. Shout out to Cat, shout out to Diamond G, shout out to Roland. Thank you for coming through. WebD, we do miss you, but when you do come back, please have a lesson ready for the lesson ready for the people, bro. Have a lesson ready for the people. You know, that's what we need. You know, we missed that. As you can see, people missed
True.
a good class of WebD. I'm also kind of happy because I definitely wasn't taking no notes at his class, but you know, at the same time, all love for you. But like again, we are here. Like, share, tell everybody. Dom?
Love, folks.
We out.